Rhea, your trunk's open. Rhea, your car alarm's going. I am Milton, son of a carpenter, married dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers, mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter, I get to tell parables, and this is my Tommy parable series about Tommy the no-arm Chinese fella. How'd he get to be missing both arms? His boss, Wu, told him to stick his right arm in a wood chipper, and Tommy's always been blindly obedient. He's Chinese. He slowly fed that right arm into the wood chipper. Lefty, the left arm, saw what was going on with righty and was, of course, surprised and jumped off. Wise thing to do. If you are an arm or anything that can resemble an arm, somebody's the right arm to you being the left arm, and you see something bad happening at work or at home, jump off. Don't let it happen to you. A lefty's got a nice hand modeling career going on. He goes to Vegas very good at the one-armed bandit. Tommy, stupid, as Lefty prefers to him. He got a promotion and he got a girlfriend out of losing both arms, believe it or not. It was a test of management. They love brown nosers, so Wu made him a manager. He's bossing a whole lot of folks around, and he won his girlfriend's heart, Rhea. Tommy's always been scaly. He always talks with a harsh lisp. He likes to stick his tongue out a lot. Chinese have been doing that as a people for countless millennia, sticking their tongue out the rest of the world. Now that Tommy is missing both arms, he does a very mean snake dance, and he snaked his way in between Rhea and whoever he was dancing with on the dance floor of, go figure, the snake pit. He's been there ever since. Unbeknownst to him, he's man and wife. Rhea took him to a party as a ventriloquist dummy. And she's the ventriloquist, so you're going to put earplugs in his ears and told him to open his mouth on cue, and she proposed to herself. And yes, he told him they were going to a church barbecue, and she wanted him to have a good time, so she made sure he had the Three Stooges, his favorite show, on the inside of his sunglasses. And yes, put the earplugs in so he could listen to the Three Stooges, and told him when they get to the front of the line, so he's going to lead him around at the barbecue. Get to the front of the line, so he's going to pinch his back, and all he has to do is say, I do. Because they're going to be asking you, Tommy, if you'd like an extra large helping of cat. Oh, Orientals love the cats and the dogs. No, not his pets, says dinner. Ask them. If they're honest, they'll tell you. If not, you know. Tommy kind of won Rhea over to cat eating because he left the bucket in the fridge. Yeah, the cat's got your tongue. I'm wanting some more. The Oriental restaurant. Yeah, got the bucket. He thought she was out of town. And, it turns out she likes cat, too. So, she called up her grandpa in Alabama, who, tabletop art, daffodilia.blogspot.com, ricecomplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilia, DAFFODILIA, find 25,000 plus of my graphic art photos, including my big fives. That's Spectrums right there, because they've been taking an incredibly active part in your family's high-tech lifeline. Particularly if you got Spectrum, they broke you in with that bundle. I'm paying just about as much for the bundle, just getting the internet from, because they're the only game in town that's the Great Wall of Evil. Your Spectrum livelihood, if you're in the internet or cable business. And they've been particularly loud and particularly hanging on my every word, so to speak, because I've been making some nice videos of my tabletop art, and after starting and stopping about 4 times with that damn decibel law-breaking fleet of theirs, I thought they deserved their big 5 in front of in the window. They want the free publicity, so you tell them, why isn't your phone working? That's my child's lifeline, Spectrum. You get their reaction to you trying to call me. Tell them phone records don't lie, Spectrum. When else would my child's lifeline, my family's lifeline not be allowed to work? I've been asking for a 93 check for a decade. That's a kind of Chinese balls, as I refer to it, that places a cowardly Hussein in our White House right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. That's Chinese balls. Look it up in Webster. They also have the buffoon Trump there. I'm not a fan of the Russian guy either. Oh, it's here somewhere. Well, let me find it. Ask and answer Jesus' question. Is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? And it's easy to answer. I've got my answer. I've been asking for a decade. You can call it, is Trump a terrorist too? But he's comic relief, the Russian guy is, after a decade of me asking for a 93 check, not getting one. Make that video, post that video, call me up from network news anchors, local news anchors, any and all in the public eye, mayors, governors, senators, get everyone weighing in on the evil that is the Great Wall of Chinese yellow excrement evil. They didn't like a lot of truth about them, so they got their lapdogs, the Spectrum, hanging on my every word and interrupting my short little fun curveball videos of my tabletop art. Oh, here's some here. Print me out. Got a lot of skyline imagery, got a lot of flower imagery. And yes, a whole lot of the 93 checks. This is some older stuff because it's got an old address. But yeah, print out those big 5s. Ask and answer Jesus' question, is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? By checking and posting in 5-424-229-4140. I've got my answer. No 93 checks, no mail about the 93 checks. No certified mail, no non-certified mail, no FedEx, no UPS. I know exactly what Barack Hussein Obama is. I know what Trump is. But yeah, he's comic relief compared to the cowardly Hussein placing. That's just pure Chinese evil. All the choices they had, they chose to place someone with a Muslim name from Africa, grew up there to be closer to his dad during those formative years, I am told. And yeah, no comments by phone, mail, internet about the Osama rumor that Barack Hussein Obama is Osama bin Laden's son. We'll put the two side by side, check out those eyes, and don't be a hater. Politically correct can't have it both ways. They're mixing stuff up all over the place. Check and post in 5C, Barack Hussein Obama and Donald Trump, but see Osama bin Laden's hijacking your call. Phone records don't lie. Those who are hijacking your call to me, guys, they are worried enough about it to alter phone records covered up. Oh, priests, firemen, policemen, soldiers, it'll mean more coming from you. Make the video of the military base's phone, police station's phone, fire station's phone, your churchgoer's phone, 424-229-4140. Like I said, those hijacking your call to me are worried enough about it to alter phone records covered up. But when all of America has video proof, we got PhoneGate, much worse than Watergate. Stealing, political stuff, this involves every American's lifeline. And Spectrum right next door taking such an active part today and often. Ask them when they come to install your cable, and yes, install your phone, your lifeline. Ask them, why can't I reach Melton? He's right next to you. You think your phone can, maybe you can string a new line up? because he seems to think you take a very active part in America's Hijacked Lifelines, just like the Mormons, the Latter-day Sinners. Oh, the Latter-day Sinners, the missionaries show up on the little red phone, youtube.com/DNFD series. Look for the little red phone, that's the Mormon missionaries on that one. I got about 3 months ago, give or take, I got the last 2 years. If you tried to call me with a 9/11 Flight 93 check in that time frame, and other time frames before that, check. And yeah, some of you can get those phone records on your own. Make that video of the police station's phone as you try to call me. 424-229-4140. You can't reach me right now. You have no idea how many those Chinese balls are keeping from reaching you or reaching you in a timely fashion. Those in your cities, yes. Oh, yeah. Not topical. I got to start laminating again. I've had so many distractions. I just had my past worker call up and say she's not going to be here again this week. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the dog ate her homework. Had to go in the hospital, and I had to go to the SSI office, and only like once a week. So if you see some laundry hanging up over my sink, it seems to be important to get it there. Yeah, it's probably the Chinese assholes checking off a checklist. They want that in there for some bizarre reason. Oh yeah, I made one. Literally had to wash some nice clothes out in the sink and hang them up. And I took them down, of course, for the video and forgot one. So I had to remake the nightly video. Let me get back to the serious stuff. I'm rambling. You make that video. It doesn't matter what I say on this side. I tell you it's all fiction until you're talking to me face to face. Me building Jesus' Medical House series is anything. You got to come see me in person, get started with that. Your family's Hijacked Lifeline. It has nothing to do with me, guys. Make that video of you trying to call. 424-229-4140. You can even try calling the California Lifeline phone. Where is it? Oh, it's the other one. California Lifeline phone, 213-675-2138. I've only had it a couple of years now. But it does have a call log. It's not as good on the batteries. This thing is by my bedside. Won't be very loud tonight because I slept last night, but I sure don't feel like I have. Especially with a Spectrum taking such an active part in America's Hijacked Lifelines and taunting yours truly. Ask them, why isn't this phony, or are you selling me reaching John Milton Brady? It's more than like another phone company. You're right next to him. And I hear your damn decibel law-breaking fleet and a whole bunch of his videos. And that's a very small parking lot. It's like you run out to turn on the... Oh, I've seen quite often. They just turn it in reverse and keep their foot on the brake. And it's the only thing in the parking lot. To be the devil, Lori, as I refer to her, to the devil, and to be those Chinese balls. Once again, doesn't matter what's going on this side, you make that phone call, 424-229-4140. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dial. Same with you certified mail, FedEx, UPS, any private carrier, make that video, post that video. Before you send it, it's going to be stolen. And yeah, me asking for a decade for a 93 check, me still being around, that says something, doesn't it? You don't have to worry about a lot of stuff making it to even news. That is what I refer to as the street, the unseen business. But if it's supposed to happen, it's supposed to be in the news, you damn sure better be making those, videos of truth. I also say that about your street resume. It's our fun fiction. We can have a little fun. A whole bunch of folks in and out of his shoes, being one person. Loud thing. It's no gold. Oh yeah, don't get me started about the great Chinese balls of steel that took 2 bolts out of my left wheel. That's why gold's in the shop right now. Your street resume. You don't have to worry about anything making it to even news, and that doesn't even consider quite 93 checks, guys. That's just plain outright true. This is about our fun fiction. A whole bunch of folks taking turns being one person. Of course, that's fiction. Staged events, making sure something happens a certain way, and be it just two people in one room, or a stadium full of people, or a city or country full of people. That's our fiction. But yeah, it kind of falls under the category, oh, we want a whole bunch of folks at the park and they pick up the phone and they call. It's our fun, a street, a stuff. It ends when you make a video. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dial. It doesn't have anything to do with what I do or say. It is your family's lifeline not working. You getting that boring thing, phone ringing, error message, busy signal, and not knowing when else it's not going to work. It's not going to be boring if you need firemen, police, paramedics. So make that video, post that video right now. 424-229-4140. Call me up from network news anchors, local news anchors, and on the public eye. I already did that. Mayors, governors, senators, yeah. Get their reaction, post. And ask Spectrum as their very personal part in this. Just like the Mormons, I've been told they have a lot of Muslims on their Utah college campuses. I see a lot of bearded folks next door look Muslim. They got a handyman here that looks Muslim, sweeps up a lot. Just like me having to live in Hussein's Arabia with that Saudi Arabian guy, running an overpriced room for rent place. Just before Hussein was placed in our White House, the standard of democracy, that Saudi Arabian guy was jetting off to Saudi Arabia. There seem to be a lot of Muslims around me all the time. It is, yes, those cowardly folks that, our fun street stuff. Pick up that phone, make that video of your TV. Anything you might see is the Osama PR campaign. Recently, I saw on this season of NCIS. I think they had some nice romantic music playing in the background, and one of the actors or actresses said, "Terrorists are driven by their beliefs." No, they're not. They're driven by their cowardice, their hatred. That's the kind of thing I can refer to as the streets. It's, what's the word? Subjective, objective? Depends on your viewpoint. This is fact. Timestamp on your phone, number dial. Make that video, post that video. See that which placed a cowardly Hussein in our White House, and if you were calling up a decade ago to say, whatever you do, they're trying to place a cowardly Hussein in our White House, make sure you don't vote for them. You don't let them do that, and you were getting the busy signal, phone ringing, error message, that boring stuff. Yeah, censorship's often boring. That's the devil. Placed that cowardly Hussein in our White House. Make a video of what placed the devil in our White House. 424-229-4140. Come see me in person. Have wit, will travel. See only the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Back to Rhea. She got a whole bunch of recipes from her grandpa in Alabama. Embarrasses me, but I like to have them so the girls can, blow it up into a nice poster for their, bedroom. Got a lot of recipes from her grandpa in Alabama for a lot of exotic recipes. Porcupine, badger. It turns out the recipes for beaver work particularly well. So whenever he gets a good recipe for cat, whenever her grandpa gets a good recipe for a beaver, he sends it to her, I don't know, email, mail. Remember, hear that siren, check and post in 5-424-229-4140. You can't reach me right now. You have no idea what those cowards that placed Hussein in our White House are planning next. You don't know if your phone's going to work all the time. I guarantee you it's going to be just as newsworthy if your phone is not allowed to work when you need the firemen, police, paramedics. Just as newsworthy as me asking for a 93 check for a decade and not getting one. Make a video of that fact. Your family's lifeline not working, folks worried enough about the hijack 2 alter phone workers cover up their crimes of hijacking America's lifelines. Oh, there's Spectrum. Took them a while. I'm 20 minutes into the video. Oh, I better get going. I'm turning this into like a sitcom or something, or a rather long sermon. Now, Rhea, she likes to cook the cat for herself and Tommy. You can't exactly buy it on the store shelves, so you have to go out. The Cat's Got Your Tongue and Wanting Some More has a discount. You bring in your cat, you get a certain percentage off your meal. And Rhea has taken to helping Tommy. He's not as good at cat hunting now. He's missing both arms. Has taken to helping him catch cats, and that's where we started at work. So you can just take off the first 20 minutes, and this is going to be a nice parable. I'm going to show you the eyes real quick after I finish this up. Hear that siren, check and post in 5-424-229-4140. Make that video of America's Hijacked Lifelines post. Americans for unhijacked lifelines and fairly elected officials. You can't reach me. You get that boring thing. You try to call up many other folks to tell them who they should vote for, what cause to support. That's our democracy being hijacked when you get that boring thing. To place a cowardly Hussein in our White House. Now back to Rhea. She's at work hunting cat, believe it or not. One of her co-workers comes past and says, "Rhea, your trunk's open." And Rhea says, "Oh, okay, thanks. The latch doesn't always work well." And a couple more come in and they tell her that, and she says, "Oh, okay, I'll see what I can do about it on my lunch hour." Then one of them comes in, and you can hear it in the background. It says, Rhea, your car alarm's going off." And she goes, "Oh, gee, thanks." And she turns to her boss and says, "Boss, can I have the afternoon off?" And he says, "Okay. Go check on your car, make sure everything's all right." She said, "Yeah." She goes outside, and there in the back of the trunk, the open trunk, is that cat, nice big fat alley cat, bowl of milk, just going at it. She slams that trunk. She calls up Tommy at his work and says, "Honey, we got dinner." Yeah, they have a dispute as to whether you skin the cat from the tail or the head. So she's going to get home and get that done before he gets home. There are more than one way to skin a cat. Now let me show you. She's got the new recipe. She's got the cat. They're going to eat well tonight. Don't write me letters. If you do, make a video of them. They're going to be stolen. And yes, that's Whiskers Lifeline as well. A lady, make a video of Whiskers Lifeline being hijacked. Now let me show you as well as your own. Let me show you my sugar check real quick and go show you my eyes and end the video. Because I don't feel well. I slept, I got a good night's sleep. But, yeah, don't feel like it. Apparently it takes a whole lot of blood sugar, and as I was telling the physical therapist who was came over this afternoon, as I was telling her, I feel the same. I've told others that too, whether the blood count is 530, the sugar count, or 94. At times I have said this is your family's lifeline. It's an electronic device that can be made to say anything you want. That boring thing, phone ringing, error message, busy signal. has no bearing on your phone what's on this side of the video, guys. Make that video 128. Maybe that's it. It's too damn low. No, nothing to do. I better get going. It's 25 minutes. Loud thing. Kind of clumsy compared to gold. I end up having, not too good on the battery, I end up having to park it and use the manual the rest of the afternoon because it's old. I don't want to have it charging while I'm sleeping. Here's the tell that joke you got perfectly or the serious thing what you believe in once. Just get it on video once perfectly. You never have to tell it again. Same thing for that joke. We're not all good joke tellers, but we can tell a joke perfectly once. Get it on video. You got it on your phone, you got it on your computer, you got it on your social media website. That's what the eyes looked like most of my life. Started changing in 1996. And there's a little bit of blue right here in March of 2013. It's gotten bigger about a year later, I believe. With this smaller, browner circle, I'm going to show you is gone. This part here is whiter often, except lately it's been, kind of brown right around the very black part of the eye. If you know what's going on with that, come see me in person and tell me. If you're a good doctor. My doctors can't talk about can't talk about the stigmata eyes. I'm a sonogram. I get to have stigmata eyes and stigmata wounds. That's what that was that gory looking thing. It's a genetic wound. It's not coming from the outside, coming from the inside, just like these chains and eyes. If you know what's going on, my doctors can't talk about the 93 checks. I'm not supposed to say that first. 128, that's too damn low. My doctors can't talk about the stigmata eyes, but to put that in perspective, that's the way I'm supposed to say it. To put that in perspective, they can't talk about the 93 checks either. And that has nothing to do with my blood sugar. That has nothing to do with anything. I swear the joystick doesn't work properly too sometimes. Nothing to do with anything other than your phone not working. Not knowing when else it won't be allowed to work, so make that video of America's Hijack Lifelines and post it. And if you got Spectrum's phone, make sure you get another one. If you got Spectrum's phone, check it right now by calling me, 424-229-4140. Nothing to do with me. That Spectrum's electronics not working properly. And them taking an active part in America's Hijack Lifelines. And wanting free publicity for it. Look at that. Make that video, post that video, and you're going to get the truth out of me, Spectrum. Make that video of your Hijack Lifeline, post it, and come see me in person. Have Will Travel showing the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. You can call it an opportunity house. It's an opportunity for a whole lot of good, honest businessmen all over the world to build a better world. But I have to tell you, it's Jesus' immaculate house because it's in the fine print. There's going to be a test at the end. I hear it's pass, fail, or purgatory.